Hello, everyone. Dave Barton here. I am here at the area that used to be the Circle K coffee time. And then I'm going to just point over here. The township have recently expropriated the lands all the way from here, all the way to Toronto Street. Um, and that's to make a land assembly that we announced yesterday. And what we're basically saying here, folks, is that this entire area, obviously, it's all end of life. It all should be replaced. But what happened was all of the lot lines didn't quite work for any development. So each individual piece you couldn't do much with. But when we assembled all the lands together, we could make something really, really special. Um, all of this land recently got out of the floodplain with the culvert project. So it is all set for development. The township own all the lands necessary to make this work. And we have opened it up to the market so that um, this can be all developed in one piece, which will make it a really special area. We're laser focused. If you don't mind following me, Jen, I'm going to move a little bit. But this whole area right here, this is all where the culvert, underneath that area is a river that runs out of the downtown. And that whole area is set for a pedestrian walkway with commercial spaces on all available, all the lower levels, on Toronto Street, on Brock Street, and then on the pedestrian walkway. So the idea is to create really vibrant spaces in this area, and this area needs a lot of help. These are the worst buildings in Uxbridge right now, and this is a way that we can make the worst area some of the best moving forward. Um, Also, there's been some talk about in-camera meetings, and that is a meeting that is closed to the public because we're talking about individuals, or we're talking about real estate, or we're talking about any legal issues that we're experiencing. So I think we're all very much aware of, there's been lots of litigation around how the culvert project worked. So there's been lots of litigation around that. Every time we buy or sell or talk about buying or selling real estate, that happens. And especially when we've been talking about this expropriations for a couple years, when we've talked to anything about acquiring the lands or any of the negotiations with tenants, all of those meetings are done in a closed session. We do those closed sessions meetings to protect the taxpayer. We don't want anyone who we're negotiating with to know the top and bottom end of our negotiations. That's to protect the taxpayer. Lots of different municipalities, regions, etc. They do those meetings with staff only, and then they involve council when you're just passing those bylaws. And there might be a small in-camera meeting where they talk about 20 things at once. I want to make sure it's not me making the decisions or staff making the decisions, but all of your elected representatives making those decisions together. And I want to make sure that my council know everything that I do as soon as we possibly can. So we update council on all things. They have input on all things. That's why we're having closed meetings. It's actually for greater transparency, not for less transparency, because all those things could be done by me individually or by our staff. But I want to make sure council are part of every possible discussion. The only way to have those discussions as a council where everybody's involved is in an in-camera or closed session to protect the public. So it's funny, people are saying it's a lack of transparency. It's actually the exact opposite. But that's my take on this. Thanks, folks. I am here at the area that we've always talked about as the burnt down building. Just so everyone's aware, they've come in with a site plan and they're looking to build. The drawings look pretty good. We're sending back some comments to them on the look of the heritage piece. But there is some action on this building behind me, and we're doing everything we can to make it happen as quickly as possible. I am at the brand new pickleball and tennis courts. There will be 4 pickleball courts here and 4 tennis courts here. These will be done by the end of the summer. The pavement's just curing, and then they're going to put the vinyl surface on. But it's gonna happen before you know it. Just fantastic. Can't wait to see more people out here having a great time. I am here on Durham Road 1. There has been a major construction project that runs from Sanford Road all the way to Leaksdale, and we are getting near the end of it. We just need one more layer of asphalt to run the whole thing. There's still road closures, but we expect this to open in the next few weeks. So sort of by mid-July, this will be open and we can start using it again. Thanks. Now we're at the train station, and you'll notice that there's a lot of cleanup happening here. There's a lot of the dilapidated rail cars that they are disposing of, that they're saving the parts that are still good. You're going to see a lot of activity in this area sort of all summer, and we hope by mid to late fall, all of this area will be cleaned up. And then if you have an idea for our train station in this area, please reach out. Just reach out to info@uxbridge.ca, and we'll make sure that we listen to you guys on what your plans are, and we're open to ideas for this space. And now we're at the South Paulson Pond, and you'll notice a huge amount of construction happening behind me. This is a $2.36 million project funded by the township, the federal government, and the province. This project is all about cleaning the groundwater before it gets into our water courses. And again, lots happening here. The end of construction on this should be sort of mid to late fall again this year. Hello everyone, we only had one question this month, but we encourage you to ask more. If you have any questions about any topic, let us know. The question this month was, what is the municipality doing to help get new daycare started or promote daycare spaces? So one of the things that we do is we have a number of municipal facilities where we can accommodate kids before or after school or all day daycare. If you want to start a daycare, let us know. We may have the right facility for your needs. We also have a number of different properties in and around Uxbridge that might suit your needs, and I know there's at least 2 for sale that are already zoned that would allow for daycares right now. Those are out by Uxbridge Montessori School. If you want to be in the daycare business, please reach out. Now we're in the arena, so you'll notice that there's major parts missing here. We're replacing all the boards. They were all end of life, and this project is on schedule. Everything's going well, and we'll make sure it's ready for hockey this fall. I'm now at the hospital site. The early works have begun. We did the official groundbreaking a couple weeks ago, but work is happening. This is to get servicing into the new site. The long-term care will mostly be that way at the west end of the site, and then the hospital will sort of be behind and right about here. This is amazing. Thanks to our MPP, Peter Bethlenfalvy, Ministry of Health, the Premier. So great to see work happening here to build the hospital for the future of Uxbridge. Amazing news. Thanks to the teams working. Now we are on the second concession, and this is one of the roads that we're repaving this year. So we're doing a couple of the residential streets in Leaksdale. We're doing this road. We're doing a section of Webb. So there's a lot of paving that's going to happen. We also recognize that there's construction on a number of different regional roads. We're just trying to get as much construction as we can possibly get done in this construction season. We've heard a lot about our roads being rough. We're doing everything we can to make them smoother for the future. Thanks, folks.